to Tangling Along with me. Today we are going to make a Christmas card thingy on a file tile, or you can make a card yourself in the size you want your card, and then we can make our Christmas thing on there. For a long time ago I made this little booklet here. It's just actually some pieces of paper that I put together, but I found a lot of cool Christmas tangles. This one is mine. I actually think it's a fun one. And I draw these, not my ideas, but I did draw this page. Some of them, or most of them, I found online, because I always thought it was hard to find some Christmas things to put into a Christmas card. And this one is upside down, sorry about that. And I found few tangles here and there. I was thinking could be really nice for Christmas. This one is not a tangle, it's just a way to draw this nice little candle here. You can do that and then maybe tangle in it. That's why I put that in there. Some Christmas bulbs. I'm not even sure that was a tangle, but I think it works as one. A few different things here. And these are not my tangles or stuff like that. Again, this one is upside down. That one is a page that I did in 22, so it's a long time ago. It's not everything here that is Zentangle, but a lot of these can be used for tangling cool Christmas things. A little angel from a German woman. Again, you could use that for tangling inside, as she almost did right there. But let's do something fun from this little booklet. I have the pages, so I just printed on both sides of these pages here and put them together with a little string at the back here, and that way I got a little booklet out of it. But I'm thinking of doing something with the Christmas tree, so let me find the card here. And I am going to make the 4 dots, one in each corner, just like we normally do. And we are connecting our dots into the border here. There we go. So I think I am going to start with the Christmas tree right here, and then I will make kind of some what you call that, squares here. Oops, that was definitely wonky. Where we can put in some cool patterns. And of course I will do all this with my ink, because I found my pen here, my ink pen. This is not a fountain pen, but it is in the family with the fountain pen, and I just totally forgot what the name of this one actually is. And I am going to use my Sugar Snap. This is a shimmery green ink that I got in a pen store advents calendar last year, and I really like it. So let's start with the tree, and I'm gonna open the ink here, and I'm gonna be very careful with this because I don't want it everywhere. So I have my ink here, and we are going to start with this pattern. I'm gonna of course write the name on the screen here so that you could see what pattern we are going to start with, and I'm just gonna find it here in my book so I know how I want this. There it is. So I am going to start, actually I'm not thinking, I think I'm gonna take this one off while doing this, because I think it would be more in my way. So I'm starting with a line going out to a bubble, and then I am gonna make my bubbles here bigger each time, and I want them to touch each other. I should have put my little tree here a little more into the middle. And I was definitely pushing a bit too hard. I'm gonna make an orb up here. And then I'm gonna make kind of some small lines, shiny lines. Like that. So that is kind of our tree topper. Actually, I'm gonna dip this one more time, and I'm gonna make kind of a tail on my little tree here because I can. I am going to make a tiny bit of a dark inside here. And here I need to be careful because that is wet for a longer time than if it was just a line. This is just to make a little decoration here in my tree. There we go. Actually, I'm thinking of making an aura line here. And I actually do see the shimmer a tiny bit. I'm not sure if it is visible on the camera, but there is a tiny bit of shimmer in the lines that I'm making here. Especially right there. There we go. I kind of like that a lot. Now I am going to make this borderline here. And of course I'm making it into the squares as well. Right away. Whoops. That got a tiny bit small, that square, but I think it will work anyway. And I actually think I'm not gonna make this like I wanted to in the start, so I'm just gonna make a line over here. Kind of making the border, taking the tree into it. I am going to find a pattern here. I have one of my favorites. One is this one right here. So I'm going to do that, but in a different way. because here they want me to do it in triangular shapes and a special kind of border shape thing. No, what do you call that? Grid. But I am just gonna make a line that goes from one corner to the other corner in my little squares here. To start with. And I'm gonna do the same down here, so that will be mirrored all the way down. Watch where you are placing your fingers, because the ink are wet for a longer time than the micron that dries kind of right on space. So I'm gonna go with a kind of a C shape, a C shape, and a C shape. Or a curve and a curve and a curve, you can say that as well. Dipping my pen and doing the same here. And I'm only doing this on this angled line that we have in each of these rooms here. I really like this pattern. And if you need to let your tile dry in between all the tangling here, so that you don't put your hand in there, then pause my video and wait for your tile to dry a tiny bit. Oh, and of course you can do this with a micron if you want to. You don't have to do it with this ink thing. I just have it, and I kind of love the way it is working with the ink and on the paper. I know my lines are a tiny bit thicker with the ink, but I actually don't mind. And the last one right here. There we go. And I'm gonna go in and pop in a orb in the opposite corner. This is an idea from one of the other tangles that looks a bit like this one. Very nice. I like how that corner there came out. And that was not on purpose. There we go. I already like this quite a lot. So I am going to put this down and look in the little booklet here. We have the little bows. I don't want to use that one. The angels, we put in the tree instead. Oh, and if you make the tree big enough, that's why I have this one in there. You can always pop in a lot of cool decorations in the tree. We don't want this. I don't want that. I could make some more from this book if you want me to, but these are not tanglepatterns.com patterns, so I am a little more lightly with this one. I'm thinking of this one because I actually kind of like it. That is this one. I will put the names in there so that you can try and find them yourself if you want to. So here I am gonna do this up here, I think. So we're going to start with a line going into our circle and up to a point, and then into this loop and up to a point, and like that all the way down the line here. Like that. And then every time where we have the point, I'm going to make a tiny square or rectangle. And then I'm going to make the light bulb from that. So I'm going out from the square, down into a pointy thing and up to the square again. And then they want this little light in there, but I'm gonna do that when we are going to color it in. So I'm gonna leave that, but I want to make these small, as if it is shining, turned on. Let me dip my pen again, and then I want to write right on this card here. I might have that a little longer. So this is gonna be a little Christmas card, so of course I am going with a merry, and yeah. A Merry Christmas. I like that. So I'm gonna let this dry for a few minutes before we continue. So I hope my tile is now all dry, and I am going to erase my lines here because they are just guidelines, and I want some colors in there, and then I don't want the lines to be in my way. There we go. I don't know if you can see the shimmer in there, but I actually see a lot of it here and there. I see less of it over here, but I have a little here and there. I'm not sure these shimmer paints or shimmer inks are that good with the shimmer, but I see a lot of shimmer right here in the tree. That was also right after I shaked it up, and it's kind of falling straight to the bottom, the shimmer in this ink, so that's a bit sad. Anyway, I am having these double-ended watercolor brush pens here. I'm not good with the watercolor effect on these, so I'm just using them as pencil. I really would love to figure out how they work water colorish, So I might have to look on YouTube for that. But if you know something about these colors, then please let me know. I'm going to use a red and a light green for this card here. So let me start with my red one. And I'm using, no, I don't want the fineliner tip. I want this brush pen tip. And I'm gonna color in these little orbs here in the corners red. So I'm just taking my time with this. And of course you can use other colors if you want to. But this is a Christmas card, so I need some red and some green. And every second of these I am going to paint red. And I am making that little light shine thingy first. Kind of marking off where I want that, and then I can color the rest afterwards. It's kind of like a little hashtag that I'm doing here, and then coloring around that. I think I am putting my red away and going to my green for the brush end. And let's do these first. Oh, that is very light. That is definitely giving a little contrast here to the dark green color we used to draw this with. Oh, that was not light. I think I skipped that one. Okay. I'm thinking of either coloring the background here or the leaf itself. I think I'm gonna make the leaf. I might have to find another green and do the other side of the leaf. So I'm gonna do the side that is turning downwards with this lighter green. And I'm just taking my time with this and having a lot of fun decorating this little card here. Actually, I skipped a corner. And the last one. Yeah, let me take my darker green and see what I can do. Oh, actually, I think I'm gonna take this one. This is more like an olive green. I like that. And I'm gonna pop that here on the other side. Yes, that's a nice green. So I'm just gonna pop that in. Yes, I like that. Let's do something here in the tree. I'm gonna color in the spaces here in between these shapes with this one. But again, you can do it just like you want to. I'm just showing you one way of making a card, and you can of course play around and do whatever you want to. And I'm pretty sure there's people out there that can make this even cooler than I am. But I'm trying to give you a tool or two to be able to make your cards and have fun with it. So I hope I will succeed with that, even though this is just a tiny bit of a card. I'm gonna pop my top on there, find my light green. I think I might go in and color this up. So that was the wrong end one. I want this brush pen instead. It's a little lighter on this paper here. So my little Christmas tree here did not end out like I really wanted it, but I think it's okay. I should have shifted around so that the lighter was on the inside and the darker on the outside, but now it's like that. I could go in with my red in the last piece. I don't want that. I'm gonna go for the last green. That is a dark green here, and I'm just gonna pop that into the last piece of my little tree. Just taking my time with this and enjoying the process. And yeah, the tree here is not turning out like I really wanted it to, but well, we can't win every time. I think that's it. I like that. Okay, let me just put this away, and then we will go and color in. No, make some shading here. There we are, they're gone, and I have my graphite pencil here. I'm not all sure of what I want, so I'm just gonna start with this line here, our border line, and make a shading on that line up here as well, and the little corner. Taking my Tortillion and softening out the graphite here. And I like to do it in kind of circle motions when I'm using my Tortillion. Yes, I like that. Looking good. I want some shading here. I'm just not quite sure what I want to do. Maybe a little here on the dark side of the leaves. I think that's cool somehow, so I'm just gonna pop in a tiny bit of shading here on each of these leaves, because what we do on one, we do on them all. And I'm not putting too much graphite on there because I don't want it to be all over in this little space we have here. I just want it to be kind of embracing the little leaves. So again, I'm just using my circle motions. There we go. And I'm not really sure what to do about these lights. I'm just placing a tiny bit of graphite here in one end of the top part and using my Tortillion to soften it out, but I don't want the whole piece to be gray. Just a tiny bit. There we go. And we could make kind of a shadow going underneath here. As if they are not lightening up more than just around there. And again, I'm just trying to use circle motions with my Tortillion. Bigger or smaller, doesn't matter. I want my eraser because I feel I have a little too much going on there. Yes, that's better. Just kind of sculpting my shadings here. Maybe putting a tiny bit more here underneath. There we go. I kind of like that. I think I'm gonna leave it like this. So that is the Christmas card I made this year. The tree is not how I liked it to be, but I think it actually turned out really nice anyway. It's a nice Christmas card, and I forgot my chop on there, so I'm just gonna do that with my black Micron pen. Popping in my little chop here. You could put the date in the corner as well. I don't want to do that because I think I'm gonna use this as a Christmas card this year. I think this turned out really neat, and now I actually see more shimmer around here. So that's neat. Anyway, I like this little card here, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas. I will see you in around a week, and then we will soon begin on the new year. I actually hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, then maybe just a nice holiday for you. Yeah, I don't know what more to say. I will see you very soon, and then thank you for the year that we have had for now. It has been a lot of fun. I love you all, and thank you for joining me and making this a fun journey for me, being a CZT. So, yeah, Merry Christmas. Have an attitude of gratitude.